What's up guys, how are you guys doing? In this video I'll be talking to you guys about how you guys should be building your Sereniel. Okay, I did get to test her a little bit more, and I did end up getting a very nice build for her, and I'm gonna put like a showcase of that build at the end of the video, like a little clip. But for now, I'll just talk to you guys through how the build works. Okay, so for Sereniel, she's absolutely broken, guys. This character is disgusting. Okay, when it comes to breaking the enemy, especially man, she's insane. As you can see my status, I have 842 attack. I have about like 46 crit chance, and I got 169 crit damage. Not that good build, but you ideally want for Serena, you ideally want as much crit chance as possible, because her potential right here her potential is not even unlocked yet, right? But this right here, as you can see, right, if Serena's critical chance is greater than 30% plus 10% damage amount to homing laser. Homing laser is probably by far her strongest damaging card. This thing is broken. It's a zero cost, and you can just pump it, and she just melts through enemies' tenacity bar, by guys, and their HP. Okay, she's disgusting. Okay, if critical chance is greater than 60, add an additional +5 to the modifier, right? So you definitely want a lot of crit chance for her. But I didn't get lucky with the gears, because this gear just came out, and I didn't spend time farming it a lot, because she came out, and this gear happened to be her base set, guys. Okay, so yeah, it was unfortunate timing, but for now we are rocking with the bare minimum status right here, and yeah, so the build I went with is, so Serena, her whole thing is pretty much she creates a bunch of these humming laser cards, and she pretty much delete things using those cards. So this is a build I have for you guys. Okay, when it comes to her it's gears, you guys can absolutely remove her basic cards right here. You guys can absolutely remove those. You could also remove her other basic cards, and you could also remove her shield card. Okay, you guys do not need them. The main thing you guys should be focusing on is getting Epiphany for this. Ideally you guys want this Epiphany right here. This thing is very broken, guys. Okay, of course the best Epiphany for her is probably this, but unfortunately you cannot duplicate this, guys. If we were able to duplicate this would be like a must get Epiphany for her, but you can't duplicate it. But it still works with one dupe only. But yeah, you ideally just want something like this, so you should create a bunch of these guys right here, and pretty much just spam these to do the most amount of damage. And yeah, of course, as soon as you finish doing this, you guys want to make sure you guys also get a similar Epiphany for this. By far the best one I have found is right here. This is really good, guys. It will add retain to it, and it will give you add one hit until use max 5 times. So every time you break the enemy, it's adding one hit to this card, and this thing pretty much melts, right? Because it does 122% damage times 4 on top of that the extra hits right here. And yeah, you guys can do some crazy amount of damage with this. Okay, so definitely this is one of the best defense you guys can get for Sereniel. That's very good. The other one you guys can go for is probably this. This is also absolutely broken. If you guys want to focus, make this like your main damage source, you guys absolutely can do this, because this will add one hit for each humming laser in hand, right? This is also absolutely broken, because yeah, adding extra hit to this meaning you'll be able to break the enemy really fast, and you will also be doing a lot of damage, guys. Okay, so yeah, very good right here. Another one you guys can go for is right here, which is not too bad, right? Whenever, so this is times 4, and it will attack random enemies 4 times, right? So as you can see, right, create one humming laser L version, which are the best one probably, for each target hit. So if you manage to hit like 4 different enemies with this, yeah, you could create 4 of these guys. And yeah, for AoE content, very good stuff right here. Okay, that's also another Epiphany you guys can go for. This one not that good. It's nothing crazy, guys. You guys want something that revolves around the humming lasers. Okay, this is a selfish type of attack right here, because it would just buff this card only. Okay, it doesn't buff the humming lasers or anything, right? Because it says 122% damage times 4, and when you break the enemy, activate one more time, and yeah, you do like times 8 damage, right? But not that good, right? So you ideally want this right here, very good. Or this right here, this is very strong as well. Okay, this one is whatever, right? It just decreases the cost. Yeah, that one is useless. And then another thing you guys want to try to get is maybe is this right here. For this one right here, 204%. No, this one doesn't have Epiphany, actually. Not sorry about that. This one, right? For the plasma missile. I think the plasma missile, you guys definitely can go for interesting ones right here. For example, this one's really good, right? It says 122 damage, creates 3 homing lasers in drop piles, right? The L versions. This is amazing, right? So if you guys want to, you know, revolve around creating a bunch of homing lasers, yeah, this is definitely one of the best Epiphany you guys can grab for her as well. Yeah, very strong Epiphany right here, right? Having the, you know, the chance to create more homing lasers, meaning she's gonna be doing a lot more for your account, okay? And for you, like, she's gonna help you a lot when you're clearing like content and stuff like that with her. Yeah, this is very good right here. Another one is this one is not too bad, right? At the end of the turn, 50% damage to random enemies, and then plus 30% damage amount for each homing laser moved to hand for 1 turn, right? So every time you move, as you can see, most of these homing lasers, they have there's like multiple different kind of homing lasers, and you could give them Epiphanies as well. But right here, right, so they have move here, right? This one's very good right there. There's move right here as well, right? You could also right here. This is especially if you guys manage to get this Epiphany for this, this synergizes really well with this because yeah, plus 30% damage to this card amount for each homing lasers moved to hand, right? So having this is very strong because what you guys are going to be doing is you guys are going to spam a bunch of homing lasers at the enemies, and then at the whenever you guys are done spamming the homing lasers, you use this, you move them back to your hand, and then that pretty much buffs this, right? Then you could do just nuke damage with this as well. Very good. And it's an upgrade, so you'll be doing this every single turn. So this is very good for like consistent passive damage. But I personally prefer going for something like this right here, or this one. This one's also very, very strong, guys. Okay, so it says 122% damage to instinct weakness, right? Very good, right? Apply weakness attack to instinct cards when another attribute weakness is applied. Remove instinct weakness. But of course, since you guys are going to be using only her as the main DPS, you guys do not need to worry about removing this effect. Yeah, so this instinct weakness is very good, and also having that plus 60% damage amount to homing lasers, right? For 1 turn, right? This 6% applies to every single homing lasers for that 1 turn, okay? So if you guys are, again, want to make the homing lasers your main damage source, this is very, very good right here, okay? Because this will just give 6% damage to each of these homing lasers, and whenever you use them, you're gonna get the extra 60% damage on top of the base damage they have, okay? So this one's very good as well. But I think, yeah, outside of that, this one's also not too bad, right? This also kind of broken, I'm not gonna lie, right? So 184 damage plus 60% damage amount for each decreased tenacity of the target. This is disgusting, right? She's all about breaking the enemy, so the more time you guys break the enemy, the more stacks you guys gonna get on this card. And yeah, so that 60% damage, that ramps up, so she becomes like a mini Chizuru, right? Right, very similar to this card right there, right? That will add like 65% damage to your Shadow of the Moon cards, okay? So yeah, this one is definitely really good if you guys want to make this card your main damage source. But I think she's way better used with the homing laser focus build, okay? Because those homing lasers, they are 0 cost and they do crazy amount of damage when it comes to tenacity bar and also the HP bar for the enemy, okay? So very strong, okay? Yeah, she's just disgusting, man. I'm loving using her. And then of course the build I end up getting, of course I'm using this set right here with a plus 50% damage amount to instinct card used against ravage targets, which is amazing, right? And when it comes to duplicating cards, right, I think for this build I try to duplicate I tried to duplicate this at thinking it was able to duplicate, but you can't duplicate this if you get this epiphany, guys, unfortunately. So I end up duplicating these guys right here, and I got this epiphany for this one humming lasers, which is broken, by the way. Of course, this afterglow increases your tenacity damage pretty much, okay? So +1 to tenacity damage of attack cards, plus 50 damage amount if in a ravaged state. So this afterglow is very, very amazing effect. And look at this, right? Move all humming lasers L in graveyard to hand, and it also adds 2 vulnerable, right? This is a very good epiphany, but of course you ideally want to duplicate this as much as possible, okay? The shining core, not this specifically, but if you guys have like something like this, okay, definitely want to duplicate this as much as possible if you guys want, because this is going to be very, very nice for her. Or you guys can go ahead and duplicate yeah, the humming lasers is also another great option to duplicate. You guys can also duplicate this, but I don't see the point in duplicating this because this thing is very expensive, and yeah, you guys just need 1 copy for this, okay? It's way too expensive for AP because it costs 3 AP, and having a duplicate of this doesn't make sense in my opinion. You guys can also duplicate this if you guys want extra stuff, you know, but again, I think the best one probably to duplicate is this right here, right? This one's very, very strong, especially if you guys have something like this, okay, or something like this right here, right? 2 homing lasers increase the exhaust of those cards by 2. This is also amazing. As you guys can see, the base homing lasers L versions, they have 2 exhausts, right? So you guys can use them twice before they go into the exhaust pile. But with this turns into 4 exhausts, so you guys can use these guys 4 times in order and before they go to the exhaust pile. So this is also a very good one. So if you guys have something like that, you guys can duplicate this, okay? I think this is probably the highest priority when it comes to duplicating. And of course, if you guys might to get this epiphany for this, you guys can duplicate this as well. This also worth duplicating. It's very good. Yeah, I think it's between these two, right? It's between these two, right? Which playstyle you guys prefer depends on these two, okay? But let's talk about the build I end up getting with her. So right here, the whole thing is pretty much revolves around humming lasers, right? I have this one. I end up duplicating it without the epiphany, but I end up getting two different epiphanies for these guys, which is fun. But the first ones I got is 1 afterglow on ravage or at the start of the turn, move to hand, right? This is very good, right? You're gonna have this always pretty much, right? The humming lasers. When you start the turn, you're gonna have at least 1 of these guys, which is really good, right? And then I end up getting this right here, right? I went with this, which is 158% damage to instant weakness and plus 6 damage amount to humming lasers for 1 turn and increases card damage by 30, right? So this is very good, right? So yeah, and then of course we have this one. You can't get epiphany on it. For this, I end up with this epiphany right here, which is by far my favorite. I'm not gonna lie, because it has retain, and you guys can just hold on to it and use it whenever you feel like it, because and you could also get stacked on it to do more damage with this card, right? So very good card right here. Of course, I went with Eternal Hunger, and I went with 0 costs right here because again I want to focus on her humming laser cards, and they are 0 costs, so this is very good gear for her, and I do love this one as well. So yeah, she's very strong. Like I said, I'm gonna put L2 clip of this build showcase versus like the Basin of Hyperspace, I think floor 9 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so floor 9. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about her. This is definitely, it needs a lot more improvement on this build, but this is the save that I end up getting so far. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about her, and let me know what kind of build you guys are running with her, man. She's insane, man. And yeah, of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, guys, see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.
コバルトウィング殲滅殲滅殲滅狙います殲滅コバルトウィン殲滅殲滅殲滅殲滅殲滅狙いますターゲットロックコバルトライトかコバルトウィング対象を集中攻撃し狙いますコバルトウィング殲滅狙いますどんな敵でも徹底的に排除いたします 殲滅コバルトウィング殲滅殲滅殲滅切らねばはっコバルトウィング待機中殲滅殲滅殲滅殲滅殲滅決断をはっ狙います殲滅コバルトウィング助立ちしますどんな敵でも徹底的に排除いたします殲滅いい風だなあ私の全てを見せてあげるコバルトウィング殲滅殲滅殲滅殲滅殲滅殲滅狙います殲滅殲滅殲滅コバルトウィングターゲットロックコバルトライト狙いますコバルトウィング殲滅殲滅殲滅